right. Reid, let's get over here in a good light. Okay, I got to get my knifing tool for this one. We're coming fresh out of the package for the MattyCollector.com. Oop, tell me that. For the MattyCollector.com Lion-O Classics action figure. So this is the Thundercats Classics wave that is made in the same scale and detail and by the same sculptors as Masters of the Universe Classic. So the Four Horsemen made this guy, and he is awesome. Now, Reid, I've never opened a Thundercats Classic, so I'm going to have to take a minute to figure out how to best do this.
Okay, then I can show them my room.
Okay. Look around the room here. Alright. Let me see if that did it. You know, it's just delicate, because you don't ever want to. So here's a thing I just discovered. If you take a very thin knife and you cut the tape away, most collectors already know this, but look, no damage. And I was able to open the package, damage-free. Now, I just have to get the figure. Look at that. No damage to the package whatsoever. Perfect. So get you one of these ditties, something sharp, cut that tape, and you'll be able to get it. So there he is, Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats. And I haven't even really explored him, so you guys are doing this with me tonight. So here you have the sword. Is it the Sword of Thundera, right, Reid?
I have no
It's in there pretty good with an attachment. You watched the Thundercats cartoon.
Long times ago.
The Sword of Omens. The Sword of Omens. Got my Thundercats t-shirt on in honor of this review. All right.
It was in a
you get a couple of extra hands.
We're in Batman t-shirt.
Yeah, that's my jammies there. Okay, and that's probably the most frustrating part is just popping him out. Okay. And he's got rubber bands, so might be time to bring the knife back. Or a pair of scissors is good too. But he has got rubber bands, so we did manage to avoid the twisty ties on the recent Marvel Legends, but looks like Matty Collector is still gonna hit us with the rubber bands. Okay, let's check this guy out. So here's Lion-O Classics. I just think he's awesome. And so first thing I noticed is he's got the molded sword of Omens. Does not come out. It's molded to the glove to simulate how he looks.
Now that's something about
when he's not wearing his glove.
Hey, Daddy, did you ever sell that other Lion-O figure?
No, I still have it. The big detailed one.
Yeah, because
I'm kind of disappointed in this because look, so yeah, but so what they did was they gave you a molded Sword of Omen sticking in the claw shield, which is fine, but
in the other one.
Yeah, so the other one, what?
We had a different Lion-O figure, and the sword, it didn't actually come out, and it was better because it showed the eye right there of the sword.
Yeah, I don't know why they would
It was removable.
I don't know why they would not make the short sword, check this out, make the short sword so that it fits into, oh, wait a minute, they kind of did. Look, they did. They made it so that it fits. Look, there's a groove, so we're all figuring this out together. There's a groove right there for the sword.
I see it. You guys might
So
not
you
be
actually
able to.
do, but you don't get it to attach there.
Yeah.
You have to use this. Back up some, son.
Oh,
you have to use this to simulate this.
Because I remember in the show, he also had it in his glove when he was wearing it.
Yeah, so when he's not...
So it's like when he's pulling it out.
Yeah, and you can pop this off. Okay, so it's got a little hole peg there, so you can pop this on and off. But yeah, so like when he's not wearing it on his side, he could go retrieve it like this, and it fits in really good and it pops out. So they did kind of do it right. But what I would rather have happen is if they put a strap on there and let us attach the actual one. Is what I would have preferred. But we get this and we get this, so that is kind of cool. I'm actually kind of liking that better because that way, at least with this, if it falls, you don't have to worry about it falling out. The only problem is
the other one didn't fall out.
If he pulls the sword and he's got the glove on his side, you don't have the empty glove with no sword. That's the only problem with that. But for the most part, it's really cool. Now, if you remember the show, Lion-O's glove had these knuckle weapons. He had ropes that shot out of there and little explosives, and that would have been cool if they'd given us, you know, some. And I know that's gonna be going the extra mile, and they probably couldn't afford to do that. But wouldn't it have been cool if you could have pulled those out and had ropes, or you could have taken them off for weapons?
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. All right, so let's test him out with the Sword of Omens in hand. So I've got his sword hand here. I guess that's his sword hand. I think so. Sword of Omens. That's what he's doing on my shirt, by the way. Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight. Remember that?
That's
from the
what
cartoon?
the big sword does.
And so he's got basically the thunder dagger, the dagger of omens, and thunder, Thundercats, ho! And there's the big sword of omens, which is really cool, really detailed, looks just like the cartoon sword. But the best thing I like about Lion-O is the same thing I like about all the Masters Universe classics. It's the detail, it's the ball jointed shoulders, it's the swivel, it's the elbows, it's the you'll notice he's got swivel grip on his wrists. He's got swivel ankles. He's got knees. I
like the other one better.
He can do side kicks. He's got that pliable rubber on his costumes for bending. And so really cool, and everybody wants to see He-Man teaming up with Lion-O, right? And there's actually a comic book right now, Thundercats Masters Universe, and it is drawn in the classic art, so the art in the comic book looks just like the classic cartoons, which is awesome. The comic book's a little more graphic than the cartoons ever were, but it's a great story so far.
Oh, He-Man got stabbed.
He-Man got stabbed. Thundera moved into Eternia's atmosphere, and everything's getting messed up, and it's all about to go down. Skeletor showed up in the last panel. So, He-Man, Lion-O, so let's get a shot of these heroic warriors together. Not right now. Not right now. Out. So here we go. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. And Thundercats, ho! There they are, man. Perfect in scale. Didn't think I'd ever see this happen, but any kid from the 80s, this is like a dream come true, right? And there's the backs and everything. Just a great looking Lion-O figure. And so I pulled this Masters Universe figure. This is King Carnivus. That's his name. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is King Carnivus from the 2000X Mike Young Masters Universe cartoon when they rebooted Masters around 2002, and Carnivus would make, I think, an awesome Thundercat. Check that out. He could easily be added to the ranks of the Thundercats and would be so cool, and he's made in that same style. And I'm hoping that they will make Kitara, who was the cat lady who showed up on the Filmation classic Masters Universe cartoon. Now, last thing, Panthro is on the way. Jackalman is next, the mutant Jackalman. Panthro is on the way, and Wily Cat and Wily Kit came out in a 2-pack at San Diego Comic-Con 2016. So the Thundercats collection, Classics collection has begun. Here's what you need to know if you haven't already heard. It's, girls, out until we're done. If you don't know this until you haven't already heard, the Matty Collector is ending at the end of this year. So in 2017, there will be no MattyCollector.com. All right, so no more Masters Classics figures for Matty Collector. No more Thundercats Classics. The whole thing has been given over to a group called Super 7. Super 7